Thank you for joining us on this episode of Escape Pod. I'm David Anthony along with Tony Brown.
Hello.
Hey. And we have Deandra Buskill. We have
Hello.
Jeff Snyder.
Hello.
And we have Alex Abrams. She looked at me like, you better know my name. She's married to my son. And, of course, my son, Logan.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
So, just to remind you one more time before we get started, this is a spoiler-filled podcast, which means that we are going to be talking about The Last Jedi in great detail.
Because we saw it and you didn't.
From pork stew to everything. It's, yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
You have been warned, nothing is sacred.
Exactly. Tony?
What?
What'd you think?
E.T. was in the movie.
That's what you were
That
told.
was cool.
That's what you were told?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But no Spock, right?
I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It was really cool.
Uh-huh.
There was a few parts I actually got excited about, and I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan. Please don't kill me.
That's okay. You're good.
I'll try.
Deandra.
Yeah,
So what'd you think?
this is super awesome, guys. I'm still processing,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's a lot.
I have so many questions that you guys are going to have to answer for me. So
Oh, I'd be happy to.
If we can answer it.
So Jeff, what'd you think?
Well, I'll start by saying several weeks ago, Mark Hamill tweeted or Instagram or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't use them, but he said, "Please, everyone, keep the secrets for as long as humanly possible."
Uh-huh.
So, here we go. Sorry, Mark. Oh, these the new ones are great. I hated the last three,
Right.
the shit wars.
Yeah.
But these, it feels like Star Wars again.
Yeah.
It looks like Star Wars again.
Yeah. All right.
So far, so good. They're great.
Awesome. Alex.
Oh, my lord. I have so much to say. So much to talk about.
Well, let's just snip it down to what did you like it, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. That was easy. Logan.
I thought it was pretty good. A couple little things had me kind of going, but for the most part, I really liked it.
Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Well, guys, I thought it was pretty good too. And yeah, thought it was pretty good. Well, thanks guys for being here. Really appreciate Oh,
Yeah,
I'm just
it
kidding.
was great.
Shortest, easiest podcast in the history of mankind.
Ever.
On
No.
the little snippet we got for opening night for us going to the opening night was pretty awesome too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So what we went to and what we were now got out of was all across the country. There were theaters that did a 6 p.m. Viewing, which was called the opening night fan event, and it was only one theater full, and got some pretty cool cards, which I haven't opened mine yet, but Tony can open that one.
Oh, I'm going to open it. I get to open it.
Yeah. And Deandra's got hers open, which if you want to, you can show them right up there. There you go.
These guys crack me
So
up.
yeah. So there's some really cool stuff that we got for being there. All of us got one, and then of course there was free popcorn, which was nice, and then what they called I guess extra content or bonus content.
More free cards if you log into that thing there.
Very cool. Sweet. And these are Topps cards, like Jeff said. So this is some pretty good stuff.
Where's my camera?
It kind of makes me
Behind
never
you, dude. Right
ever
over
want
there.
to open it for
I
any
got-
reason.
R2-D2 and Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. No?
Close.
We know who he is, but
Bless your heart. I'm so sorry.
I got a bunch of helmets.
I'm probably
Bunch
going to
of-
apologize to you for the rest of the night, just warning you.
You'll probably enjoy those more than I will.
all right, thanks, bro.
So awesome. So thanks to the Malco Theater for putting it on, and of course we love the Malco, and Malco around here is Malco.com is pretty awesome, and they help us out a lot. A lot of nice movie posters that we have in our studio is thanks to the Malco, so we appreciate them greatly. Love the one behind me, don't you?
And yes, it's very awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And they gave me super high blood pressure because I ate like a pound of popcorn in 20 minutes.
We were all putting it away, I think. Pretty good. Pretty good. So
Well, I wanted to finish it before the movie started because, I don't want to.
That's not how that works.
Popcorn.
No, that's not how
It's
that
not
works.
how any of this works.
I was trying to be quiet, mouse.
Baby, what is you doing?
All right, so how do we want to get started on this? There was so much to talk about. Name something that just totally surprised you.
Oh crap! I mean, I was the most interested in going into it, wanting to see whether Luke would train Rey or not. So that was pretty great.
Yeah.
And pretty. I don't know, man. Like, I just wanted him to like teach her to be this awesome Jedi in like 5 days time, and it didn't happen. And I was like, oh, come on, Luke, what's up, man?
Yeah. Yeah, he was being a little bitch at first. I'll have to admit that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
The part when she goes to the island though, and there's the blue milk reference, I loved it.
Yeah. It was so just so many things. It was just like, wow. And a lot of people that have already seen the movie, press people, have said that they thought that the humor was more than they expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It was way more than
Yeah.
I thought there would be.
It
in there,
was-
so it was cool.
But I think it was well timed, though. Like, in places where things got really heavy, there was that little moment of lightness to it, and I think it was refreshing. That's just me.
Did you see any problems in it?
No, not at all.
I didn't either.
Poe
You?
Dameron in the
No.
beginning. Goodness.
Yeah. Oh man.
Throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Who cares about this
That was,
stuff
that was
anymore?
like,
Yeah,
what?
they really let Mark Hamill be Mark Hamill.
Yeah, they did. They did. That was pretty awesome. So,
Can I say it?
go ahead.
Yoda.
Yes.
Okay, Yoda.
We got a Force
E.T.
Ghost.
E.T.
We got a Force Ghost.
A
I'm sorry.
Pretty solid looking Force ghost.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome though. But
Yeah.
and that's one of the things that I had heard all these fans talking about, and then all these press people are all just like, obviously, spoiler free. We're not. We're talking about everything, but man, I was like, I hadn't heard anything about that. Just rumors of this and rumors of that, and Frank Oz did some stuff. Oh, okay, he did some stuff in the last one too.
I really, really resonated with what he said about mistakes are the best teacher.
Yeah.
Like, they don't call me oops for no reason. So I'm like, right on, Yoda, I'm with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you had that going down, huh?
Yeah, I was totally following. I was tracking.
Cool.
So the movie happened so fast, like I almost can't even remember the sequence of how it happened.
Yeah.
Right.
There was no time to breathe.
No, not
it
at
was
all.
Just, it was just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
It was 2.5 hours, and they said they actually cut a half hour of movie out.
I want to see the director's cut.
But they say he says it's not going to be a director's cut. He said this is his cut, but it's going to be on the Blu-ray, the stuff he cut out,
Okay.
Gotcha.
and that was come from the director himself.
We need
Who?
right.
Wow, I really think he did a great job.
Yeah.
I was
mean-
thoroughly pleased with it.
Yeah, so you were
Yeah.
the movie as a whole, and if people who don't know, Tony likes a lot of good movies. He likes horror movies and a lot of other things. He tolerates
I like all the Star Wars movies.
Right.
I'm just not.
as into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like
You're
as
not a
big
mega
of.
fan.
Yeah. I'm just not into it as much as you guys are.
I mean, I
Which-
wouldn't consider myself a mega fan either. I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm not like David. I all day today on the same time because we work in the same place. 10 hours left. 9 hours left.
I got
7
those
hours
too.
left.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it got me through this week. Like,
So I got the countdown all day long.
Well, it was the countdown for when you were going to get to see me, you lucky bastard.
Oh well, that makes it better.
That's what it was.
okay. So in the beginning, can we talk about how much of an amazing pilot Poe is?
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
Poe, just
Lots.
like so focused. The little tiny movements you can make.
It's great. And the part where he kicks his is it an X-wing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When he kicks his X-wing around at the end and kills the TIE fighters after he shoots the last cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, like straight up emergency brake slid it
Yeah,
around, like
he-
drifted it. It was pretty awesome.
Some Fast and the Furious in the sky.
I
know,
was,
right?
That's what it
X-wings,
felt like,
man.
yeah.
X-wings.
Yeah, and
Poe's that drift king.
exactly. and little BB-8,
Oh,
trying
I love BB-8.
all those panels on there, and finally just uses his
Friggin'
head.
Machine gunning casino coins out to kill people.
And there was like Dark Side BB-8 too for a second.
Yeah, that character's called BB9 9E. That's it.
I was totally expecting for them
I
to
missed
throw
that.
down and have a big
How
fight,
do
but it
you
didn't
know
happen.
That would have been cool.
I just thought of Shadow Link when I saw him.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like that's a Shadow BB-8.
we need like a Yoda versus Palpatine level fight.
Yeah, or like
BB-8 versus
was
BB-9E.
it? Here we go. A Star Trek reference. When like there was the evil Enterprise and the good Enterprise.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Right.
What was that? A Muck in Time? No, that wasn't.
Mirror.
That's
The
it.
Mirror Universe.
The Mirror Universe. Yeah. Wow. So
Well, there were Borgs in the movie.
no, Porgs.
Oh, okay.
Porgs. Porg. So
Close.
yeah. So what'd you guys think of the Porgs?
They're gonna sell like crazy as far
They-
as stuffed
yeah,
animals
they
go
are.
Oh
for
my
kids.
god, so
Cute
cute.
and adorable, and the little faces with the quivering mouth.
Why are you eating my mom?
So yeah. So there's a
And
wonderful
Chewie's just
scene.
like, get out of here, I'm
Well,
hungry.
Chewie was like eating some dinner, and you could tell it's so pork, his little pork feet sticking on the end of the stick, and he's cooking it, getting ready to eat it, and all these porgs are around him making little
Don't eat
sad
my
noises. I mean, he's already killed.
I just loved how disproportional they were. Like those tiny little ass wings isn't gonna fly that little chicken through the air.
exactly.
Like miniature ostriches.
Like an animated cartoon. Like
Or
Yeah,
penguins.
and they just flew straight up. There wasn't even any like physics to it. Just like.
yeah. Well, Leia in space.
Oh, that was weird.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
weird.
See,
Okay.
I saw a quote earlier today that was like, Leia was never once tempted by the dark side. Not one time. Through all of the stuff that she went through. So I'm really not surprised. I thought it was friggin' badass.
Well, it was cool.
She looked
To
like
go-
Mary Poppins.
But
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
She just, and then just I don't something about it was I was just sitting there thinking
What?
superhero movie or something.
Yeah,
She's
Oh,
with her.
she's 0 to 100 with the Force in about 5 seconds.
That's what I was
She's
gonna
a
say.
fucking Jedi. I
she's
mean,
never
who's
had any-
surprised? I'm not surprised.
Any use of the Force before this, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean,
No.
she
she's
was able to
communicated
resonate.
with, and then she's also able to communicate with Luke
Okay.
several times.
Because
early
like
on.
in Empire near the end, she's like, Luke's in trouble. We need to turn around to Lando
And
while they're in the
and
Millennium
she
Falcon.
knew where to
But
where
it-
to go.
But in
Yeah.
that
For
kind
him
of
to
just
come
the
down.
twin thing, though, really?
Yeah, that's more than just twin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the real
The
life
twin
Force.
thing.
That's
Wonder
how
twin
we
powers
see it.
activate. Form of ice testicle.
I mean, is the I don't know.
I mean, it was still pretty awesome though.
That was
Don't get me
awesome.
wrong, it was cool, but it was weird.
It was
one of
not
those-
expected though. It just
It wasn't expected, but
when
at the same time, I'm like, it's about damn time. For
Well,
real.
Yeah, but when I was sitting there thinking, oh, well, that's how she dies, and of course everybody in the theater was all like, oh.
Like, oh, we
And then she's
expected
like,
this.
But wait,
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Talk
The
about
Force was
Duex
with
and
her.
Maca.
The Force was with her.
How about Kylo Ren not being able to pull the trigger though?
yeah, he didn't. Yeah,
Aw.
I'm just kidding.
Well, it
So
felt
did-
like it would have done him any good anyway.
That's true.
So does she show up in the next movie?
she can't. She's
Well,
she's,
will they CGI her?
That's what I'm saying,
Nah,
because
they've
I
said
think
that
they
she
said
was
that they
alive
won't.
at the end, so
They've
I
said-
mean, how are they going to
they've
explain
said
that
she's
she's not
not.
there?
So the only thing I know is maybe there's going to be a crawl thing. Leia is now going on to. Yeah.
Or it might be off-camera stuff.
could be.
Like, they
these
could
are
have a
orders
voice
directly
actor.
from Commander, last name that I am having a brain
Organa?
fart on.
Yeah, Organa.
Organa. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's a possibility.
Well, they did it to Tarkin in the last one,
Yeah,
which
Yeah.
looked horrible, but
yeah.
Whatever.
But
If-
I didn't
If
think it was
Tark-
that bad personally.
But
Yeah.
supposedly they've said that they've actually already come out and said that they are not making a digital copy of Carrie for the next movie,
cool.
and they are not, well, as of right now, replacing her with another actress. But that is probably, if needed, what they would do.
Frank Oz practical effects.
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking, I mean, there's plenty of actresses out there that could play the role. It's just would we
It won't
wanna
be the same.
Exactly,
It won't be the same. Just don't do it.
Exactly.
It won't be the same.
exactly. It's kind of like in when Game of Thrones switched out that one actor.
Dario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
who are you kidding? New Dario is handsome AF.
Well, true, but they're definitely a totally different.
Mine, like,
Look.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can we also talk about how flippin' powerful Rey is just off the bat? Levels of force that strong and somebody brand new to it is ridiculous.
Yeah, and she really didn't get a lot of training,
If-
so
Like, barely.
A day of training?
yeah,
Barely.
pretty much.
She
Not even
sat
boot
on
camp.
a rock
Look
for like
inside
5
yourself.
minutes.
Boom. Level 100.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna lift these rocks. I'm gonna get everybody out. Let's go, holla!
I just cashed in on triple XP. Let's do this.
For real.
Like,
She bought the
levels of
microtransactions.
force that strong are so unprecedented in the universe.
We
that-
needed Samuel L. Jackson to over-explain it to us.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mitochondrial, whatever.
to
whatever.
say fuck like 3 million times because it's appropriate.
Yeah,
what Rey is?
the little
She's
yeah.
a bad motherfucker.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was really hoping she was gonna train with the cool little like nun maid
Nun
people that were
toad
running
They
around.
hated
Yeah.
her. No, they wasn't gonna give her
But
any
I thought they were
training.
gonna be badass though, because they've been
They
hanging
are
out with
badass.
Luke forever.
They've been taking care of that place, and it looked pristine for like thousands and thousands of years. They are badass.
So I thought they were gonna
That's
like,
why they hate her.
bust out some like handy cart lightsabers that they pull out of the cart.
So when she first started harnessing her raw power, and I was like, oh God, please go to the dark side. Do it, do it, do it. Like I wanted.
You were ready, weren't you?
I so wanted it. I know they wouldn't do it, but they really led me on to believe
Yeah, well,
that she might have done it.
Yeah, well, and you know when they were like touching hands.
Yeah,
was
that whole
like-
dynamic
So
was so.
I actually really liked that.
Did you?
I love the symbolism and the balance of that. Like, if the two of them could get together, there would be a real balance to the light and the dark side. But because both of them have such strong resolve on either side,
Which was clearly portrayed by the exact ripping in half of the lightsaber at the end.
oh
Yeah,
man, and I'm
yeah.
such a lightsaber nerd. I'm like, be careful, there's a
Yeah.
crystal in there that's valuable.
Yeah, and I think actually if you saw the pieces that she had at the end of the movie, that there was like you still see the crystal in there. It's just
Yeah.
the mechanics were pulled apart. So
Yeah.
she can rebuild
She's
it.
gonna
make
fix.
her-
We can rebuild
make
you.
her own.
So you know what?
We
Isn't
have
that part of
everything
becoming a
we
Jedi?
need.
Is making your own saber?
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
the last step.
All the way down to
Oh.
finding and choosing a
So
crystal.
the last Jedi truly is Rey.
No, it's that little dude that was.
Yeah, the little
'Cause
dude at the end.
I
with
don't
the
know if you
broom.
caught it, but I swear to God, when he walked out,
Yeah,
he didn't
he-
touch the broom. The broom came to him.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, please don't be another Anakin.
I know that's
Yeah.
what I
Another
immediately thought. I was
Anakin.
like, oh,
But that's
shit.
the thing though. Even Maz Kanata in the last movie said that you know she's not a Jedi, but the bartender owner,
the big ass
the big
glasses.
glasses
Oh, okay.
spectacle, the one that was having a little battle and trying to talk to him. You know, kind of hard to talk right now, guys.
I love her.
You
She's
know.
awesome.
And but yeah, they you know, she has the Force in her, but she's not a Jedi.
The Force
So-
is a part of everything. It's a part of every body.
Right, but I guess she had I guess
So she had
awareness
some-
and control over
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
Without
you guys
saying
have
it.
seen Powder, right? You saw Powder? Saw Powder Spot? Have
No.
you seen Powder?
No, I don't know what
Okay,
you're talking
you've
about.
seen Powder?
1990s.
All right, so you know how in the end Powder just turns into energy?
Yeah.
Did Luke just turn into the Force?
Yeah, it was kind of like
It's like
I
becoming
guess-
becoming one with the Force.
Like
Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan did, yeah.
But Obi-Wan got struck down.
No.
No,
I mean,
he
When he
disappeared
did it, he
before
was
it
gone.
happened.
Remember, because Vader just stepped on his robes, and he wasn't there. There was no body.
Okay.
So.
It just dissipated and became part of the Force.
He came to that island to die. He said it.
And now in future
Yep.
movies, we have the possibility of Ghosty
Ghost Luke.
Skywalker.
Or he could have just stayed alive and astral projected all over the place like he did at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking cool.
I'm
Oh
sitting
my
here
gosh, so
imagining,
cool.
like, you know, Force Ghost, Luke, just
It's gonna be in the next movie.
Just-
It's gotta be.
It's gotta
harassing
be.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah. He's gonna be-
when he's trying to take a piss.
It's like it's like Ghost Nappa.
Poke, poke, poke. Ha ha. Poke, poke. Ha ha. Your lightsaber's smaller than mine. Poke, poke. Guess you didn't get that gene, did you?
No.
Was that derailed? I'm sorry. So yeah, so man, but there was just like, so much.
So much.
That
How-
back-to-back fight.
Yeah, that was cool. Where
That
they're
was awesome.
kicking ass with all the
They
like
could
weird
be so,
red
They could be
ninjas.
so great.
You had like a
And
a
that
slight
room-
sliver of a moment where you're like, oh, wait, he might actually be able to turn, and of course afterwards it's just like, nah.
It could have gone either way.
Well,
That's another thing I really think is more of the symbolization of if they could get together, the balance between the dark and the light side would be so strong with just
Yeah.
the two of them. There's so few variables
Right.
to throw things off balance if it's just the two of them that it's crazy. I think that's also another reason why Rey and Kylo are both so powerful, because there's like one on either side right now.
Right.
So there's a lot to be handed to each of them.
Well, he doesn't sound like he wants to, regrow the Sith either. So, because he just wanted them to just work together.
They're gonna become the Greys, guys.
I was about to
You
say,
think so?
is Kylo technically the first Grey Jedi right now?
I fucking hope so.
See,
It could be awesome.
Rey is kind of gray herself. She didn't resist the pull into that
Nope.
place of darkness at all. She went.
I mean, there was even what did she say about when she was in the mirror room where she's like, I should have felt panicked, but I didn't.
Right.
Bitch, just because you got some dark up in there.
Yeah.
So it's like it really was the end of the Sith and the Rebels and the Jedi Order. It's a whole new balanced
Well,
gray
I don't know
thing.
if that's an end to it already. Like, I think maybe that's what they're gonna do in the next movie.
Yeah. It's
Maybe, but-
it definitely leaves a window
Leaves a-
open
yeah.
for that. For sure.
Totally.
Because
balance.
oh man,
Why wasn't Snoke like more badass?
I thought
Like
he was pretty
they
fucking
built
badass.
him up to be like
I was
super
surprised
badass.
he was so
but-
small.
Yeah.
Well, that's because in the other movie, I guess they had that projector thing where you projected him being like
Right,
3
so-
stories tall.
It was kind of like uneventful. Like you just see him and he's just a normal dude with a weird, messed up face. And
I'd
you're just
like,
like,
how
oh,
did
I
his
thought he
face
was-
I don't
get
know. I
that
thought it was
way?
pretty when he fucking took Ray and threw her around like a rag doll and
Yeah,
put her in pain. That was pretty fucking badass.
That's
Pulled all
something
of her
that-
memories
that-
out of her.
Well,
Yeah.
that was about the only really cool thing because I mean Vader used to throw everybody around, and
I mean, I'll give you that.
I
I
expected
just
him to be
used
super
to.
cool.
I immediately thought of Austin Powers and Goldmember.
All right.
it was.
He's
it was
fucking
definitely-
roll.
Yeah, the gold lame looking. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, even Hugh Hefner had the
I
robes.
think he was
baby.
going to the
Yeah.
disco.
I'd have to say my only real disappointment, like talking about Snoke, was how easy he went down.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I'm saying.
he's this
How
big
did he
badass
not?
character, and he's
How
an
could he
amazing.
not tell?
But
Well,
he's an
because-
amazing.
because
Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
was-
saying.
Because
though.
he
He's
was
just
doing
big.
the
He was
things.
doing it.
He was
Yeah.
doing that.
But he was
He was doing it to Snoke, and Kylo had him believing he was doing it to Rey.
right.
Yeah,
So
I
that's how
know,
come
but
it-
it's still,
I
it's
thought
just
it worked great.
Yeah, he was
I
supposed
thought
to
it
be
did too.
supreme leader, so. you know.
Supreme Leader got tricked pretty easily.
Hey, but
Yeah.
isn't that the prophecy of the Sith? You have to kill your master.
Yep.
The apprentice kills the master.
Yeah.
And then disbands the entire order.
And I
So-
thought it was cool that Kylo Ren's helmet. Everybody thought it was Vader's helmet for like this whole time. Every little sneak preview of his helmet when it was all smashed up. Everybody I talked to thought it was Vader's helmet.
Oh, like
When he
from
was
the
in the
first-
Smashed in the
elevator.
elevator,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's Vader's helmet" for some reason.
laying in the middle of the elevator.
Yeah.
No.
Why did he? Why I didn't grasp why he broke. After realizing his plan, I don't understand why he broke down in the elevator.
Because his master told him he was hiding. He was still holding on to some semblance of
Disappointed
something.
in him, I guess.
And
he
he
was,
was so frustrated
felt
with
like the
himself
little boy, maybe.
and that image of himself. He
Okay.
was letting go.
So it's like this mask is part of my weakness, so I'm going to destroy it. That's how
He's
I
all
kind of
about-
took it.
He's all about killing the past.
He's
Yeah.
also
Let's just say it 20 times
Yeah.
this movie.
Kill the past.
he's also just really emo and prone to
Yeah.
property damage.
But I love his hair.
Yeah, I'm glad he got
He's
I
a
love
very
how
pretty
it gets
boy.
all
Got his
moody in his face.
face fixed
He's
up
Yeah,
a
like
the
little bit.
scar suits
he's
him.
like Space's Jon Snow.
Oh,
I don't know if he's Kit
God.
Harington levels of handsome. Let's watch it now.
Yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't even know.
To each his own, guys.
Who's Jon Snow?
The door's right there.
You're gonna have a lot of stairs to climb
That's
too.
okay. It is.
Kitty got claws.
He is a character. Yes, she does. It is a character from the Game of Thrones. I've got it on. I'll let you borrow it. You can-
I watched the first couple three. I just couldn't get into raping dragons and stuff.
Yeah, that's the whole show. So
That's the best part. Hello. What's wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
I tried.
You did try. Wow. So, man, yes.
I'm gonna tell you my worst scene and my best scene.
Okay, go for it.
The worst scene was when they were all in the junky little glider things and they were going across the ice planet and kicking up all the red dust. Mm-hmm. That was just like a big X. Like, hey, here we come. Look at all this red dust behind me. I'm so easy to shoot now.
And it was conveniently rebel red.
Right. I'm like, why didn't you just fly and not kick up all the damn dust
they
so it'd
didn't
be
have-
harder for you to see?
They didn't have any spaceships left.
You didn't have any way to
Everything,
stabilize
They
them. They
destroyed
had to
them
put
all.
that down to
Those were
stabilize
just
the craft.
those were the only things that were
But
left
it
in that
just- it
abandoned
made
place.
it so obvious
Okay,
that
which
they
was
were.
worse?
It was visually
That
striking, though,
and
and that
the-
was the point.
hyena horse dogs.
I kind of like those things.
Or even worse,
The little crystal dogs.
they took the time to point out, the dude like licks the ground and tastes is like it's salt, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna be relevant. For some reason, the
Nope.
salt's gonna be relevant. No,
No.
not at all. It's just getting kicked up everywhere.
Just
Just
red,
fuck it.
red salt.
I think they just wanted to
Tell you it's not snow.
articulate that it wasn't snow or ice, and that those little foxes are not made of ice.
It's like, guys,
Yeah.
this totally isn't Hoth. This isn't Empire Strikes Back again.
not again.
There was a lot of callback references to a lot
Sure.
of stuff, though.
Yeah. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. So
No,
what was your
no.
other point?
My favorite scene
Yes.
is I don't remember her name. I want to say it's Hodor, but it's not. Something similar to that. But when she time warped or
Oh, when
Oh,
she
through
shit.
the fucking ship,
she went
Oh.
into
hyperspace
The-
or
the
whatever,
new-
through the fleet.
and then it just went silent.
Yeah, that was.
And everything was just
Oh my
shattering and
God.
I
exploding.
was like, that
So
is my favorite
badass.
scene in the movie
Yeah, that was
right
awesome.
Like whatever they were like, oh, she's jumping light speed. I'm like, oh no, you're not. You're not. Oh
was
no.
It was great.
Oh.
She became a really fully
So
fleshed
cool,
out
though.
character over the course of like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The very moment that happened though is the exact same moment that Rey and Kylo ripped their lightsaber apart.
Yep.
Which is more to the test that they're two total opposites ends of the spectrum.
Yep.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yep. And so and to me it seemed like that this whole movie has now set it all up. We have a small little band of people, and it's like there is a clean slate for JJ to just come up with whatever the fuck he wants to take it in the last episode. I mean, there really isn't any direction other than Rey seems to be Force, Kylo seems to be dark,
And
they're
the
gonna clash.
And like the entire what's left of the rebels that aren't assembled are on a ship the size of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Well, they gotta rally their forces, guys.
So
Yeah.
that's probably going to be the entire.
there. And the freaking
Theme.
Jedi books were on the Falcon too.
Yes.
You caught that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he get them?
I don't know, but when he lifted
I
that
didn't
little
see that.
panel up,
Yeah.
they were in that little panel when he
Chewie
pulled
got 'em.
something out of it.
Yeah.
It was Chewy.
That
Like
was-
he
when
got him
Poe-
before it lit on fire?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
whenever Poe went to go get a blanket out for
Yeah, that's what it
his
was
new
when he grabbed the
girlfriend.
blanket.
No, not Poe. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Finn.
Flynn.
Finn.
Went
Finn.
out.
That's
Yeah.
not his girlfriend.
I know.
Mm-mm.
Just saying.
That's
Can we
his
just
side
talk
hoe.
about
I'm
Rose
just
for a
saying.
second?
Oh.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah-
what her name was.
But
I
yeah,
completely
when he
forgot.
flipped that up to grab the blanket, the books were all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all in there. I was like,
So
well, okay.
either Rey went and got him before Luke even went to go set the tree on fire, or it was just a magical force transference.
Yeah.
the Jedi can't
And
die.
and that's probably
Literally
why
can't.
Yoda called down the lightning, because he's like, hey, not even in there anyway.
What the fuck with
Well, I'm
Luke?
gonna make you believe that you just killed the Jedi Order.
Yeah, exactly.
And did you see the cool Loch Ness monster thing that was in the
Yeah,
background?
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What the hell was that thing? Yeah. And then in the one scene where you saw his X-wing in the water, underwater.
Yeah, that was awesome
That was
too.
really cool.
Yeah.
Which
I've-
he apparently had to get it out. Oh, sorry. To get to. Oh no, that
He
was his.
didn't,
That
'cause
was
he
his astral
projected.
projection. That's
See,
right.
but that's what I
See,
thought
but-
he was going to
yeah.
do. I thought he was going to raise it out
I
like
literally
he did the
thought
muck
he just
and then
like
go.
hopped off the Falcon and he literally came with Rey and Chewie. I at first,
Yeah.
before we knew.
The only thing that made me wonder about the whole scene, which it was like, when did he have time to cut his hair and trim his beard?
Dude,
and
he's
put
got
some
the force.
put some just for men in it.
Yeah, because it was definitely
Gray and scraggly.
right. You know, when he's long, but when he was there on the base, he was more clean cut.
All he had to do was go zip, 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 zip with the lightsaber, and he's
Yeah,
good to
well,
go.
I mean, he's just projecting himself. He just
What-
projected himself with a good,
Right, but
well
that's
maintained.
before we realized he was projecting, is what I'm saying. We just didn't know what happened. Why was it like that? But
No,
all right.
no.
so now we
Also,
know.
the fact that he was wearing all black.
was it?
Yeah, it was entirely different from anything else we had seen him wear the whole movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was surprised,
But then again,
but it was cool.
us goths noticed each other.
It was like straight up back when it was Return of the Jedi when he wore all the black.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when he was like he was even floating and everything when he came out of his trance,
Mm-hmm.
it's like
I die now.
Can we talk about Rose for a second?
yes, of course.
Rose is freaking awesome. She went from like chubby little nothing to one of my favorite characters in the movie in about 2.5 seconds.
And
Wow.
for some reason, when she was in that first scene with Finn, the way the camera angle was, I thought she was going to be a midget. It just seemed like she was really small.
She seemed like she was a lot younger than she was until any scene after that one.
Yeah.
I just thought she was going to jump up and be some like weird little space midget.
I can't believe she actually tased him.
That was incredible.
That was
I loved
funny.
it.
I didn't think she was actually going to do it.
Well, when your sister just gave her life, you're kind of like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah,
Like, my
exactly.
sister's
Also
fucking
true.
died, and you're going to run out of here like a little bitch?
My teeth are numb. What did you do?
And the one thing I noticed they did do, like Star Trek always throws the dude in what is the red shirt that always dies.
Right.
Well, every time I think that anybody's in a cockpit that you haven't seen before and they focus on them for a second, you
Gonna
know
die.
they're dead.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah.
It's like, who's that guy? Oh, he's dead.
You know what?
That's
Speaking of that,
that's the Star Wars version.
you
yeah.
say that when the scene you hate where they're flying across the salt. It just cracks me up in two different death scenes. They're like,
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
blocking
yeah,
her
yeah.
face.
that's not going to help you, man.
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
here comes the
Last
big
thing you want to
laser.
do is let go of the controls.
Yeah, for real.
Just end it.
I give up on life.
Oh man. Anybody got anything else that they want to bring up that just like totally just I don't know. So there was so much of the movie I gotta see it
The
again.
ridiculousness that is the scene of Kylo Ren with his shirt off. Like,
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
need
Is
for
there not
it.
a cowl or something you can put on?
Hey, girl. I know you want to come over here and get this dark side.
Let me show you the dark side.
Oh my God.
Lord.
Look how linked we already are. You ain't got any idea.
Did you say dark side or backside? Alrighty then. So yeah, that was yeah, didn't need that. But,
We didn't talk about the coder,
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
Very
Oh.
cool character.
or that
Benicio.
casino planet.
aka the callback to the cantina. I feel like.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like modern day Cantina. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel.
Because there were so many weird little creatures in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that whole entire planet scene. I feel like there was parts of it. It's like it went on way too long.
I agree.
Like
the hyena run part
The entire time where they were riding those things,
long.
and yeah, way too
entirely
long.
too long. It should have lasted like a minute.
Like
She
like
got
whenever
to
they were
punch
to the
a
point,
hole. She got to punch a hole through the city, though.
like to the
Yeah.
point where they were like in the city and they were just about to leave the city. I was like, all right, this is the point where they should have stopped, but they kept going for about 2 or 3 times as long.
Well, at least it wasn't as long as the 15-minute pod race in the Phantom Menace.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, was that ever gonna
Unpopular
fucking end.
opinion. Of all of the previous 6 movies, that one was my favorite. We have very.
What?
She
It's a massive.
She really loves the
I
prequels.
loved Kid Anakin.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Everybody's got their own opinion.
Agreed.
But man, that podcast, podcast.
That
the
pod-
pod race.
Somebody was podcasting.
Somebody's
at the time.
podcasting in their brain.
I was so into it as a kid.
But it was just too long for me. It literally, at least 5 or 10 minutes could have been cut off that thing. How many times around it was just like, oh my God, drag
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
so
it is a
speaking-
race.
Speaking of young Anakin
Oh yeah,
and Rey at the end of this movie,
yeah,
with literally no effort, moves literally a ton of rocks.
yep.
Who has more raw force
Oh
there?
Mhm.
no! Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Anakin's my favorite.
But
Oh,
she wasn't
God.
even straining.
She's like literally blinking and looking around like, what the fuck? I'm not even concentrating.
Like,
That's good.
I don't.
I got magic hands.
I think Rey is more powerful.
Yeah.
Like Anakin had some incredible strength in a lot of other ways, but Rey's just natural ability with the Force is so... It's like... It's astounding.
It's like Luke said, like whenever he was talking about her and Kylo, it's, you know, I've seen this power before. I wasn't afraid of it then. Now I am.
Yeah, it's...
Are they literally the two representations of light and dark? Like,
I literally
to the fullest possibility it
I
could
feel
be?
like
I
they're
believe
exactly as powerful as each other, too.
Yeah.
That's
That
exactly...
it's
That's why the
me.
lightsaber got
They both
ripped in
die.
half.
But
That's it.
Kylo is not
Episode
completely
9,
dark,
they
though.
die.
But Rey isn't
Because
entirely
he paused
light.
on killing Leia, so he can't
Exactly. She's
Rey is not entirely light.
be... Right.
They're both somewhere gray, but they're equally as powerful and on either side. So
Which
it's a
leads me-
balancing force.
Leads me back to, I think it'll end up being Grey Jedis in the end.
Could be.
Let me ask this question. Did
Yes.
anybody else notice when he opens the books and he has the little star and it's not really light or dark, but it was kind of gray?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Isn't
very
that-
worn.
Isn't that the symbol of the gray?
I don't
That
know.
I don't remember. I think
I
it was a
don't
symbol for
remember.
balance.
Okay.
But I think that's basically how a Grey Jedi walks, is
Gotcha.
balance.
And I mean, I feel like the whole movie was themated towards balance. And
Yeah. She even said it. Energy and didn't she?
Yeah.
Isn't that how she said it? Energy and balance.
Yep.
everything she saw was life and death, you know.
And he's
Did
like,
you
"What do you see between
decay,
them?"
Hot, cold, like...
When she struck Luke down, I was like, "Oh God!"
Yeah. Yeah. and
For a
she had-
second there, I was like, "Oh my God,
She's
is this
about
how
to-
Luke dies?"
Yeah, I was like, "Is she about to like go full dark side?" Shit.
But that's what they want to do. They're
But-
fucking with us.
Again, that's the callback to. I think she's got both in there, just like Kylo has both in there.
Yeah.
There's conflict in both of them. Like,
God,
it's-
if they ship them though,
Considering
my-
how I
I'll
was about
punch
to
my
ask,
own
does
self in the
anyone ship
face.
them?
I mean, I might already be.
Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
they touched hands, guys.
I'm sorry.
They touched hands.
If they could get
did.
if they could get on the same page, they would be an unstoppable force.
They touched hands. If this was an anime, they're already like engaged.
Aw. That's not how this works.
When the little gremlin dude at the casino place was shoving coins in BB-8,
Yeah.
didn't somebody do that with R2-D2 in a previous movie? Wasn't somebody messing with him, doing something to him?
Luke was like trying to clean him up. I
Yeah,
can't think
but-
of anyone else like putting something like in R2 though.
Other than the map that
Maybe
Luke
that was a
definitely
fan
put
porn I'm
into.
thinking of.
That or that or the map, like
Alrighty
that or the
then.
map that Leia puts in him.
Yeah. Well, that or when he was getting, I guess the little
Restraining bolt
restraining bolt, put on him. I guess. I
by
don't
the
know.
Jabba. The Jawas.
I
The la-
was.
Houdini.
Oh man.
Yeah, when
I'm
we gonna have
exhausted.
more of them guys?
Never.
Never.
Never. So there's like
Jawa on a stick.
no resistance left to start the next movie. and
Basically.
I feel like everybody's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Started from the bottom.
That's true. You're right.
The next episode of Star Wars is basically gonna be Mass Effect 3.
Oh God, no!
I don't get the
I
reference.
don't know.
Ah,
That's okay.
it's all right.
But wow.
It was an Xbox game.
That's what the nerds are here for.
Sony for life, son.
was on that too.
Not till later.
I digress.
Too late.
We digress. No one got it. It's all right.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Thanks, man. Somebody else said they liked it too, but then I don't know where they disappeared to. So.
Sloth. What?
Slothman.
Slothman. I
This
like
is
that.
Slothman. Is that Wolverine in the Slothman?
Uh huh.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
Man. Oh wait, hold up. We totally forgot to mention Captain Phasma.
Yeah, that was disappointing. How
That
easily
bitch
she
was like
went.
8 feet tall.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Gwendolyn Christie is tall.
I know, but I don't feel like she's that tall.
No, you're right.
They made her look huge.
Yeah.
Like Vader tall. It was crazy.
Yeah. And all you
that-
got to see was that eye.
And that helmet was super Vader-esque.
Yep.
She was such a
Silver.
cool character too. Like what
mean-
little we knew about her.
Yeah, it sucked how
Listen,
easy she went too, though.
They hyped it up this time around, being like, "Oh, we're gonna learn shit about Captain Phasma." What the fuck did I learn? How she dies
Yeah.
and what her eye color is?
Yeah. Wasted her.
Isn't there like a book that's like that is called Phasma?
think
That's like
so.
all about her.
I think so.
Isn't there?
I'm gonna have to go read that now because like they revealed just enough about her to make me want to know more.
Do you think
Between
she'll
the
be
two
back? She's gonna
movies.
just have a burned face. Very Vader-esque again.
What if she picks
Actually-
up some of the Force and
She
You
fell in
know,
that hole. It's
maybe
just like
she
Boba
will
Fett falling in
survive.
the
Back to the
Sarlacc
ship.
pit.
crawls
She'll just
right
crawl back out.
with no legs? You underestimate my
she becomes the new Vader, except
You're
she's
the chosen
mirror-plated.
You underestimate my
I mean, I kind of felt that way when Finn was standing above her. I was like, I have the high ground, Phasma.
At first, I almost was like, does Finn have the Force now too? Like, come on.
Yeah, no.
Not everybody can have the Force. And then he was on a platform, and I was like, okay, that's better.
I wish they would bump the intelligence on Finn up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Look, I understand
I
you.
don't.
I understand you were a brainwashed stormtrooper your whole life, but you have a little more common sense than this.
He's smart. He's book smart.
Is he?
Is he?
No.
Because he remembered everything about where to go to undo all of
Oh,
the
that's
things.
true. He was like a mechanic, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But
Something to that
he
effect.
doesn't have the common sense
This is
to.
sanitation maintenance, I
Okay.
believe. It's-
Not electrical.
yeah, exactly.
So he was mopping floors and doing bong hits, and that's why it's kind of fucking stupid. I mean, that's what he was doing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got the book smarts. He just ain't got the street smarts to back it up.
He was like, we just need to get away from them. It's like, man, you picked right up where you left off last time.
When the
that's exactly
big
what he
ship
did.
blew up, did you see that? Like, they were the AT-ATs?
Yeah.
They were stacked. That's how huge that fucking
Yeah.
that ship was. They
Yeah.
were like up on the shelf. It looked like when the ship was blown up. So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like, they were just like up on a shelf hanging out. Like,
Yep.
They were going to use them later.
Yeah, like the ones they sent on the planet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
I want to take a vote.
Yes.
Are they ATs or are they AT-ATs?
I mean, it's the same thing.
AT-AT.
to
I have
me.
always
ATs.
called them AT-ATs. It's my favorite level in the N64 game.
I'm
Wrapping their legs up.
I use them both interchangeably, actually. So I mean,
Oh, aren't you so sophisticated?
He does that with a lot of stuff.
I've
Even
always
his
called
own
them
online
AT-ATs.
stuff.
You can get the
But
fuck
then again,
out of
you
here.
know. I did see the original Star Wars in the theater.
Did you?
Yes.
I was still my dad's balls.
Yeah.
We can't
So
all be
that's-
62.
How back in the day. Fuck you sloth motherfucker.
But you know what?
Yes, sir.
I did see Empire Strikes Back in the theater, so
There you go.
that kind of ages me a little bit too.
Now, was that the original release or the later second
The
release?
original release, because I was a little
Oh,
kid and my
there
big
you
brother
go.
took me.
This was my first time being in the theater on the release of a major movie, like to a hyped up crowd. Like,
Pretty cool, wasn't it?
yeah.
I've never done that before, like opening night celebration
neither.
and craziness. Where
I always stay away from opening night for
You know,
crowd reasons.
it was way less busy than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
That
Like,
was a
as
small
far as the
theater.
concession went.
Yeah.
It was less busy than a Saturday night, which was great.
Yeah, yeah. And then, of course, when we got in at 6, and there was 3 other theaters that were 7 o'clock showings, I'd hate to have been out there then,
Right.
because I bet it was a fucking madhouse.
Oh, that would have sucked because everybody was coming out talking about it. So people that were standing in, oh no, they would already been in theater. Never
Yep.
mind.
Yep.
You bong hits.
That's all right. That's all right.
Go back to mopping, Tony.
It was so hard to not talk about it on the way out of the theater. I was trying to hold all of my thoughts
yeah,
for
I
this.
had to remind
I'm
her.
like literally screaming to the ether because I want to talk about it so bad on the way out, and people are looking at me funny, and I'm like, you don't
Yeah,
don't
please
understand.
don't spoil them.
I had to bail immediately. I tried to go out the exit door, but it wouldn't fucking open. I wanted out of the theater.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like hitting the exit door and it wouldn't open. I was like, fuck, I gotta get out.
Well, like I looked up and you were gone. I was like, well, I guess he either went to the shitter or he's already in his car warming it up.
I hope there
had-
weren't any like post-credit scenes or anything like that.
It's-
Star Wars usually
Star Wars
not,
doesn't have
but
that, no.
No. That's
No.
all.
Yeah, the only thing I
That's a
guess
Marvel thing.
when people were, I guess there was would you say you saw a memorandum? or
Yeah, there
something?
was a in loving memory of our princess,
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
So,
And everybody applauded for Carrie.
Yeah.
I heard that as I was heading down the stairs. I was like, you gotta go.
You missed some cool music though.
Oh, it's by the soundtrack. There you go. Yeah, music was good, and of course that was the nice little treat they got for us at the beginning.
Yeah.
Was for coming to the fan event was a little introduction by the director, which was cool, unexpected and nice. Just I mean, it was the music, so it was okay, but it was.
Did anyone else catch any of the little musical references from previous movies? Because maybe it's just because it's been a long time since I've seen them, but I didn't catch any.
I kind of caught a hint of it in the casino. They had like an underlying Cantina theme.
Yep.
And then when they played Leia's, when R2 plays Leia's, of course that music was a callback too.
Yep.
But those are the only two I really caught.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
not a huge Mecha fan though.
No, you're like when Luke and Leia were facing, even though it wasn't really him there. Then they played Leia's theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like maybe 5 or 6 bars of her thing, and then it went into the other music. So that was cool. But yeah, wow, I want to see it again.
I might go again on Saturday.
I kind of have to see it again to just to absorb everything.
It was
It's a lot.
It was so much, so fast.
Literally no breathing time.
So, but I'm gonna hashtag this as pork on a stick. I'm just saying. That was hilarious.
Oh,
That was pretty damn funny.
God damn it! With those little looks they gave us,
save the porgs.
quivering mouth and everything. It was
And
so
I don't know
awesome.
if it just I remember it different, but for some reason I thought Chewie was bigger. I didn't think he was so skinny looking. Is it because he's like not eating because Han died? Like,
No, he never was fat.
The original Wookiee suits were all made out of real human hair, and I believe the suit that they made this time was synthetic.
it just seemed like
By
he was
appearance
really
alone.
sinewy looking. He just didn't seem as like bulky.
There's a
as-
different guy inside
It,
there.
it is.
Getting old.
It is. But
You know,
they.
elderly Chewbacca.
frail.
He's like what,
Yeah.
200 and something years old or something like that.
You know, like little old men.
But you know how I feel about the fucking Wookiees anyway, so
No. How do you feel about the Wookiees?
they're the fucking worst race in the whole fucking Star Wars universe.
Never watched the holiday special. Then.
Oh,
Yeah.
Too late?
no. I watched it, and yeah, he's an asshole because he leaves his family, but just as a whole race, they send off their little mentally ill midget children to a whole nother planet and refuse to even admit that the Ewoks are their midget children, so they just send them to another planet. That's messed up, man.
Why is no one talking
Wow.
about the attack on the Wookiees?
So yeah, so that was Tony being funny.
That's not funny, dude. That's the truth.
That's
No.
disturbing.
Because Ewoks are just little midget Wookiees, dude. You can't tell me they're not.
They're not.
I
They're
mean,
little
they're
midget
kinda.
Wookiees.
They're not.
They're kind of.
They're not.
See?
Yeah.
Don't encourage him.
I'll encourage him as
Yeah,
much as I
I mean-
damn please.
And Chewie left. What did he leave? Like 3 kids and a wife back on his planet. He's like, "Hey, I'm here for Christmas. Oh, I'm leaving. You see you. Gotta go."
Well, I was gonna say, if you
We're
saw
on
him in a
cash
Christmas
for 2
special, I
seconds.
wouldn't stick around either. I got to go.
Like
This Wookiee's got to go. Hey, let's go back and get some Moscanata. She calls me her boyfriend.
Speaking of Chewbacca, though, he at least acknowledged Leia's presence in this movie, as opposed to the last one. Actually
Where he
walked
just
up and gave her a
walked
hug
past her.
after Han died. Just walked right past.
He was in shock.
he was in shock.
Exactly.
He's still pissed off he never got his medal too. That's why.
He did get his
He's
medal.
like, "Why you give me a medal, bitch? You give everybody else one. I was there too."
He got the money. So there you go. They got the medal.
And he did get the
He
Falcon.
got the gold. And he can fly that thing, even with porg infested, whatever, laying
the
eggs all
pets.
over the motherfucker.
You know what that reminded me of actually?
What was that?
Tribbles.
Yeah, they were annoying.
Because they kind of like started breeding and everything inside the Captain Kirk thingy.
Yeah, Captain
The
Kirk.
what is it?
The Enterprise.
Yeah, that thing.
Wow.
Tony,
Yep.
we can't be friends anymore.
All right, so we're gonna go around the horn and any last thoughts with everybody here. So Tony, any last thoughts?
I
Movie related.
thoroughly enjoyed the movie, even though I had my own personal massage chair going on the entire movie.
I'm really sorry about that. Dude, if that happens again, we're in a theater.
Do
please,
you
just
really
let me
think
know.
I'm
I
ever
would've
going to the
switched.
movie theater again?
Yes,
No.
I do. Private showing, you in the back. Yeah, it was a good time though, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a good time.
Okay, cool.
I had fun.
All right, you
I just want Ray to turn to the dark side. That's all.
you really want.
Yeah.
I really
the-
do. I want a badass female Sith.
That'd be cool.
It would be awesome.
It would-
Which I'm sure there's some in like the Clone War TV show or something.
Right.
And
Not
it'd be
caught
the
up.
coolest
Guys.
twist in
gotta watch
movies.
It would,
It's
but
so
it's
good.
Disney. They won't.
And it's true. That's the only
So-
thing. It's
That's,
like,
I know they won't.
Jeff, any more thoughts from you?
too many girls looking up to her.
When's the next one come out?
2020.
2021.
Shit, jeez.
Yeah, because we
Shit,
got
it's been 2 years since the last one.
Solo's
So-
next up on the ballot, right?
Yeah, Han's
3 years.
Solo's next, and then it's and then it's going to be Void the next Christmas, and then the next Christmas. So that's 2019. So it's coming out in
I hope
2019.
Benicio's in it again.
I
He
hope
was
so, too.
cool.
He was.
Yeah.
He was definitely the smuggler
That's what he
mentality
does.
right down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. So yeah, 2 years till we get another one. And it's going to be, directed by...
I think
by
the police
J.J.
just kicked
Abrams.
in your door.
No. That was probably some of my family coming home. For my daughter works at the Malco, so she's probably pretty exhausted from making popcorn all night.
I'm sad we didn't get to
Yeah.
see her making popcorn.
So
I missed her.
it's exciting. So what were your closing thoughts then?
That was it.
That was it. Okay.
When's the next one?
I thought it was a very visually striking movie, as well as just a great movie in general. It was a very beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Is what I wanted to say. All of the very vivid colors and stuff. It was pretty too. So that's my final thought.
Yeah, Logan.
Definitely worth seeing. There's a lot of symbolism and a lot of fast-paced jumping between. You kind of gotta be on your toes, but definitely go see it. It was definitely worth seeing. It was fantastic.
Most definitely, definitely worth seeing. And wow, it was a great time. And some of us definitely seemed like a little maybe kind of like taken back. It was because there's really so much crammed into that 2.5 hours, and
No downtime.
and there was no, like you said, no downtime. There was no lull or boy this was slow. There was none of that. It was just bam, 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 back and forth, and Luke spoke. That was nice.
Yeah.
When he actually finally got to talk, and the humor I thought was great.
It was the nicest dose of it.
Yeah, if it was too much, it was, why not? But it wasn't like there was no slapstick, So
They couldn't have another movie as dark as Rogue One.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh my
That
god.
was pretty good.
Don't
What do
get
you
me
mean they
started
all
on Rogue
die?
One.
Okay, great. That's the movie we want. Sweet. Yeah.
I mean,
so.
we all knew that going into it. But
Well, that's true. That's true.
A lot of good rebels died to get us these plans.
That's right, and they did. They did die. Well, gosh, I'd like to thank everybody. Tony, thanks for staying up late tonight and hanging out with us. You're the man.
It's not late.
It
it is.
It probably is
It's
late.
past bedtime.
Considering I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and feed goats.
Feed goats and
I
chickens.
go,
There you
not
go.
to feed goats, just to go to
Goats.
regular work. But
Yep.
You tell those goats I said hello.
Deandra, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Really-
for
having
Really
me.
appreciate it.
I had a
Awesome,
blast.
awesome. Jeff, thank you for being on your first time. Hopefully you'll be back on again sometime.
Enjoyed it.
Awesome, awesome. Alex, thank you.
No problem.
Logan, thanks for helping me get this set up so I can get it done faster.
There you go.
I appreciate that. Yay.
And now, do you guys want to hear the bad news?
Now let's hope it worked.
He didn't hit record.
Shit.
No, I did hit record. Are you kidding me? About every 5 seconds, I keep looking over going, everything's going? Everything's still going? Everything's still going? Everything's still going? Good. Good. I didn't switch a lot back between the cameras like I thought I would.
And why were the police
like we
there,
got
man?
that
Was there
camera
going
right
to be
there.
like a throwdown or something?
That's definitely to make sure that they keep order. But it was the constable. It wasn't actually the police guys.
Oh.
So yeah, guys, they pay a little extra to hang out and be there. So.
The mall
He's
cop
always
with a gun.
Yeah, he's always there.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. All right, so well, that's our episode of Escape Pod with spoilers all the way through. If you haven't known by now, spoilers. Please don't forget to like our video and man, share it with some friends and let everybody know about us and come check us out again. We're at outbreakpodcast.com, and thank you to all our Patreon supporters. We do greatly appreciate your help. Right now, we are out of here.
Watch Ash vs. Evil Dead on Netflix.
Exactly. That is good.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Escape Pod. If you enjoyed it, please like the episode and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you would like to be a part of future podcasts, then email us at outbreakpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to visit our website, outbreakpodcast.com, for more episodes, show notes, photos, and other podcasts on the Outbreak Podcasting Network. That's outbreakpodcast.com.